Trying to turn around a 3-game losing streak, the Louisiana College Wildcats on a rainy afternoon at Wildcat Stadium taking on the McMurry Warhawks. Picking it up in the first quarter, first drive for McMurry. Quarterback Matthew McHugh making the completion over the middle to Emmanuel Malumba. That's a first down after 26 yards. Later in the drive off the screen to running back Dontrell Dock. He'll take it 18 yards down to the Wildcat 15. But the drive will stall, and on fourth down, it's McHugh making something happen, or at least trying to, but he can't get the ball to Dock, and it falls away safely for the Wildcats, who get the ball back on downs. After an exchange of possessions, McMurry with the football once again, and getting the big play here when Paxton Grayer breaks it into the open, and he'll take this one 51 yards down to the Wildcat 19-yard line. But the drive stalls, so the Warhawks settling for the Joey Sylve 31-yard field goal attempt. It's good, and McMurry takes the quick lead in the game, 3-0 with 1:29 left to go in the first quarter. Just before the end of the quarter, the Wildcats rushing to get a play off. Maybe wish they hadn't when Melanson picked off in the flat by Desmond Guy. He looks to take it all the way for the touchdown, and he does make the end zone. However, on the play, penalty working against the Warhawks, so it'll come back. They do get the interception. And so as we head to the second quarter, looking to take advantage, and it's McHugh tucking and running with the football, but he's hit from behind by Cade Maxwell. Coming up with it for the Wildcats, big Tank Carter, and the Wildcats able to get it back. The teams would actually exchange fumbles before the Wildcats get it back and punch it in for points. Aurren Cooksey, the running back for the Wildcats, over the goal line for the first of his 2 touchdowns on the day. Wildcats taking a 7-3 lead with 12:58 left to go in the first half. On the Warhawks' ensuing possession, it's McHugh looking to answer and going to tuck and run again, but this time flips it out to his brother David in the flat, who picks up the first down. A few plays later, and Matthew rolling out. He'll keep it one more time, making it toward the end zone and gets in for the score. However, on the play, while McMurry is celebrating, the official's throwing a flag, and this one is coming back. A little extracurricular activity going on in the background, but nonetheless, the Warhawks trying to go at it again. This time, though, McHugh going to be brought down by a host of Wildcats, including Joey Gyro with the sack. So it'll set up a 43-yard field goal for Sylve. But this one not even close, and the Wildcats will take over. With the rain continuing to fall, the Wildcats sticking to the run. This time it's the freshman, Brett Sylve. He takes this 50 yards down to the 4-yard line. Look at Sylve refusing to be tackled. Finally, as the scrum continues, the whistle will blow, but it'll be a 1st and goal for the Wildcats at the 4. After 3 tries inside the 4-yard line, the Wildcats facing a 4th down, and this time they give it to Cooksey. He takes it in for his 2nd touchdown of the game. Now the momentum definitely in the Wildcats' favor, as they will take a 14-3 lead into the locker room at halftime. For LC, the combination of Cooksey and Sylve is becoming known as thunder and lightning. You can really see why in this game. For Cooksey, he would finish the game with 31 carries for 132 yards, while Sylve would gain 143 on just 14 carries, and they would combine for 3 touchdowns in the contest. Meanwhile, the Wildcat defense playing arguably its best game of the season. Check out the great play by Willie Smith to go high and knock that one down. And perhaps the Wildcats' player of the game on defense, Cade Maxwell, the junior out of Grand Parish, who finished the game with 7 tackles, 5 solo tackles for loss, and 2.5 sacks. The Wildcats threw only 10 passes in the game, but this one from Melanson to Lawrence Williams will extend the lead to 21-3, the 26-yard touchdown, and the Wildcats and their fans starting to celebrate what looks to be a win. But not so fast, says McHugh and the Warhawks. Here as he connects with Malumba for the 31-yard touchdown pass. Despite the fact the extra point kick would miss, it cuts the Wildcat lead to 12, 21-9, with 6:26 left in the game. A penalty against the Wildcats allows the Warhawks to kick off from the 50. They go for the onside kick. The ball is loose, and who comes up with it? This is a huge call for sure in the game. The McMurry bench certainly hoping the call goes their way, and it does, as emerging from the pile is Jordan Washington to give his team a first down at the LC 34. Dontrell Dock had 110 yards rushing for McMurry on the afternoon, including this short touchdown run, which cuts the lead to 21-15 with 4:17 left to play. But for a second straight time, Sylve will miss the extra point, and so instead of finding themselves down by as little as 3, the Warhawks trailing 21-15. With the rains coming down, the LC marching band reduced to a quartet. Meanwhile, the Wildcat lead reduced to just 5, and then even more disaster for the Wildcats when Cooksey fumbles the football. It's recovered by Ryan Williams at the LC 36. So the pressure now on the Wildcat defense to try to maintain the lead with 4:07 left to go. And getting the huge play here, Ryan DeMatti forcing the fumble, and it's big Chris Tank Carter, his third fumble recovery of the game. The Wildcats dodging a major bullet. They get it back now with a chance to run some clock. With Sylve back in the game at running back, the Wildcats with 2 straight handoffs, but it will leave them a little bit short, facing a third and about 3. They'll go to Sylve one more time, and this time the freshman Brett just busting his way through, refusing to go down, and just keeps on pushing until that whistle finally blows. Sylve, whose cousin was ASC Freshman of the Year a year ago, is threatening to make it 2 straight Sylves as Freshman of the Year. Just busts through right here and takes this one 41 yards before he's finally brought down at the McMurry 3-yard line. And it's only fitting that on the next play, Sylve will take it in from 3 yards out. Wildcats can breathe a little easier now, leading it 28-15 with 1:35 left to go. For Sylve, 143 yards on 14 carries, including that touchdown. With reality setting in for McMurry, it goes from bad to worse here. Off the fumble, it will be, who else? Maxwell coming up with the recovery for the Wildcats, who take over and will run out the clock. In what has been a season of challenges for a young Wildcat team, they improved to 3-6 with a 28-15 win over McMurry.
Proud of you. Hey, you had fun today. Congratulations. Great job. Now, I don't give too many game balls. Y'all know me. I don't. We got a little freshman that I think deserves one. Where's Brett Sylve? This has been a team that has fought through incredible adversity. But one thing I can say about you, you have never quit for 1 second. Seniors, I'm proud of you. You got sent out of here on a great note. Now, we got 1 week. Let's go steal some dreams next week.
For the Wildcats and their seniors, they'll close it out next Saturday, a season finale game at Hardin-Simmons. I'm Al Quartermont for Wildcats Media.